Good evening, everybody. My name is Bubby Craft, and tonight we're building Mavis. So let's get cracking. We want to make sure that we have a create large style 060 bogey for starters. And then we're going to just place down all of our pieces real quick, making a little bit of a base. This is a different kind of base than we're normally used to with our creations, just because we're normally using a slab. This time we're going to be using a full block. All right, perfect. So that is step one. Step two is going to be, we are going to grab a copycat board, and we're going to run said copycat board. And here, you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to run a copycat panel all the way along here to help us with the placement of these boards. Okay. There's that. Perfect. Might as well just get the cab over and done with first. So place your temporary copycat panels with your boards behind it, along with the polished coal block to finish it off. Then we're going to take a copycat half panel with white logo metal inside of it, place that right underneath the window. And then we're going to run that same copycat half panel, 3 of them, just along the side of Mavis, just like so. And we're going to copy everything on this side and be right back. All right, now we're going to do the same thing for our back, just running up temporary copycat panels, grabbing our copycat boards, and placing some copycat boards down, and remove our temporary panels. For this, in my mod pack, we have the Builder's Delight mod. That's going to give the industrial block that looks pretty close to Mavis's back end. I just wish that there was a way to rotate the texture. If anybody knows of a way to do that and rotate the texture, then I would probably find a way to do copycat blocks or bytes or whatever they're called in the back here, just to be able to get that correct texturing. But I don't think it's possible. I've done lots of scouring and searching and haven't been able to find anything, so I don't think it's possible, but who knows, it could be. We're going to place our ladders to get inside of Mavis there. And what we're going to do now is something that might be a little bit controversial and that some of you I know don't like to do. But we're going to place down 3 copycat slopes with the interior is the sheet netherite block, just because it looked the best as far as that's the sheet metal is concerned. If you didn't want to use the sheet netherite, you could use the industrial iron, because if you're doing this in survival mode, sheet netherite is going to be extremely expensive, whereas the industrial iron is not very expensive at all. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our couplers and buffers. We want to place these on the bottom half of the block, just so that it's closer to the closer to the plows. Alright, and then we're going to save the front for now. Let's grab some polished cut crimsite, place those on there. Grab our seat in our train controls, and bada bing, bada boom. Mavis has a almost finished cab. we're gonna do the same thing that we did before and run some temporary copycat panels to place down some boards. Just like so. I'm honestly not sure why it just did that, but hey, whatever. Oh, it might be because I had NBT data stored in there. There. That should have cleared that up, and it didn't, of course. I'm not gonna pause the recording and come back just in case this happens to you guys. We can work out this problem together and kind of see what is what. Maybe we just don't use the copycat board that has the stored NBT data, and we just go in like those. Huh. Interesting. Wonder why it's doing that. That is really, really strange. It's not doing it on this Mavis. Huh. I don't know what the heck was wrong with it, but I took it all apart and placed it all down again, and it seemed to be fine. So, I don't know. It shouldn't do the same thing for you, so that's good news at least. Anyway, moving forward here, we're gonna just pop that off, grab some of this, place down our next set of blocks, and then the next thing we want to do is we want to grab a copycat slab, and we're going to place those slabs like so, and then we want to grab a copycat step. And those copycat steps are just gonna sit right up on top, like so. Now we want to grab a copycat layer. And we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 6. No, let's do 5. Is it 5 or is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's 5. One, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, apparently it is 6. Question everything. Anticipate nothing. Okay. Next thing we're gonna do is color our top steps in the polished black coal. And our side grills are going to be the simple whole pillar. And you're just going to click once, twice, 3 times to get it to turn sideways. And then the other 2 will follow suit and go sideways for you. Next thing we want to do is we want to grab a copycat slab, place that down, and I did the white steel on the inside, but you can do whatever you want. Our next contestant is going to be a couple of vertical slices with the color inside striped yellow concrete. What is this? Is this just a normal block? It is just a normal block. Wait, what? Oh my Lanta. Oh, that changes some things. Oh, it changes nothing. Never mind. There we go. So we're gonna use the yellow caution block there from the factory must grow. And then we're gonna grab a copycat slab and place 1 copycat slab on either side. And our copycat slabs are gonna have the caution blocks instead of the yellow concrete, so that everything is all copacetic and connected. And then we're gonna place a copycat slab on either side of that. And you should be right about here in your process. Fill in those 2 slabs with the black locometal of your choice. And then our coupler and buffers are gonna go there. Grab us some polished crimsite, place those down, and Bob is almost your uncle. We're going to place down 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe that's 6. Just enough to where it looks like it's 1 pixel above what we're going to place next, which is a couple of copycat bites. So we are a little bit too tall. So we want to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what we want. And we want to grab the yellow concrete. Okay. I guess we're having a problem tonight with copycats and their stored NBT data. So there we go. All right, next thing we want to grab is the wood burner smokestack and right click it so it turns it off, and then place on top of that the coal burner smokestack, and it gives you kind of a little bit of a domed funnel-ish looking smokestack there. So it's a little bit unique and a little bit different, and that sort of thing. Perfect. Last but not least, we want to go ahead and grab a set of copycat layers. Let's just clear the palette completely. Copycat layers, copycat slices, and copycat headstock, along with the black riveted locometal. So let's just set down a roof real fast. There we go. Place our slices down. And let's grab the deep slate tile that we normally use for the roof. And there we go. Polish off by placing our copycat half panels. And Mavis is basically done. One thing that we want to make sure that we do is we want to come down here, place a layer of blocks like so, break 2 of them, and similar to what we did with Toby, where we had to come through and go completely underneath the rail, we're gonna go around to the back side, or all the way around through to the back side, and so on. And we're just going to locate the bottom of the loco metal piece that we put down. And we're going to place down our copycat headstocks. Oops. Like this. Make sure so you make yourself a way out. There we go. Perfect. Now we're gonna come out and then realize that we've put these on the wrong way, but you know what? Have no fear. We have a way to fix that. And it's actually a really easy way to fix that. We need the... oh, what's it called? The debug tool. Alright, so if you were like me, you didn't see the operator utilities tab, what you do is you go into options, controls, turn the operator items tab on. We're going to come into the operator utilities, grab the debug stick. We're going to left click until we see selected upside down true. We're going to right click then on all of these, and it's going to place them exactly where we want them to go, which is upside down according to, or right side up according to our debug stick. And then we want to go ahead and place inside of those copycat headstocks the black riveted local metal as a way to kind of distinguish and texture all kinds of stuff and things, and that's what we want to do. So you can do it the way I did it here too, where you have the copycat headstocks on the outside, and to do that you would just place copycat headstocks on top of those and color those in however you'd like to do it. For the purposes of our tutorial here today, I'm just showing you both ways to do this. Alright, and at the time of recording this, there is a bug inside of the Copycats Plus mod, where if you wanted to add doors to the either side here, which would make Mavis look more like Mavis, that would probably be ideal. But every single time you put Mavis into build mode, not only will she break these rails on either side there, but the doors disappear. The rails breaking is going to be normal because we're placing blocks where the rail center is, so it's going to destroy those rails no matter what. And it's gonna just have to be something that you get used to with this, because it is something that will happen every single time. But there you go. That is how you build Mavis in Minecraft. And I'm going to show you a little bit of Mavis in action here in just a second. Hey, this is actually Editor Bubby here. I want to just take a second here just to remind everybody to please glue your trains. We've done so many of these tutorials that I've just stopped including the gluing step inside of the, the tutorials, because you have to glue your trains before you put them together. Everything is separated by blocks, in other words. So if we were to glue Mavis, for example, we would start here at the well, first of all, we'd just place down a block. We'd place the block here, we'd start the glue here, and we would place a block right about here, and make sure that we get all of the glue, or all of the pieces of Mavis inside of that gluing area. Now, in the case of like Edward or Gordon or someone that has a tender, you make sure that you glue the locomotive part first, and you glue the tender part separately. At no point should those two glue boxes intersect, and you shouldn't have any problems. Extended bogies and steamnrails both don't allow more than two bogies on a single contraption. And yeah, that's just my 2 cents, and I appreciate you listening. Thanks, everybody. All right, here we are. Another thing you can do is on the front of your Mavis, you can add those same ladders that you use for the back sides. And then I've just been adding copycat slices onto my locomotives on the front, just to kind of give it a little bit of a little extra detail. Just simple little things to make your builds pop, that sort of thing. I've got where I am right now is inside of the Farquhar Quarry, which is a new addition to the Sodor map project. If you haven't been following along on the streams and everything, then you are definitely missing out on how the project is progressing and everything. So make sure you come hang out sometime on the streams, so you can see how things are going and that sort of thing. I do want to just note that it probably will be a little bit difficult to couple and uncouple cars to Mavis because of the plows on the front and on the back. I'll try to work on something on how to change that, make it a little bit different or whatever. But in the meantime, stay tuned. Check out the live streams for updates and everything. And this has been how to build Mavis in Minecraft. And I appreciate each and every single one of you. If you like the video, please like the video. If you want to share, comment, follow, dislike, anything else, please do. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like about the build. Just be nice, that sort of thing. But I've been really enjoying reading everybody's comments and replying as much as I possibly can. But yeah, I will see you guys in the live streams. Until then, thanks very much, and I love you, bye!